the addictive behavior using social media, okay, and mobile devices. Okay. So we are going to divide the activity in 4 steps. I mean, the first one is easy, that I am going to explain you what we do. The second one is with 3 groups. This activity is going to be in 3 groups, big groups, around 8 or 7 people. I'm going to discuss the idea, and later you are going to represent discuss about how to represent the idea, and finally you are going to get some conclusions by yourself. We need to show you the groups, okay? For instance, you need to, first of all, choose the title of a scene. Maybe because, as I told you, we are going to represent 3 of them, I can tell you, you are going to represent this one, Bubble. Okay, later on I will tell you.
Once upon a time, far, far away, there was a princess. She was real Sleeping Beauty. She can spend all day long checking her mobile phone and the social networks. And she was interesting all day long just for her likes. So, but one day, Prince Charming came and he asked the Sleeping Beauty, "Sorry, it's early in the morning, it's 8 o'clock, can we go for coffee?" But the Sleeping Beauty was really Sleeping Beauty. She wasn't interesting for the proposal. During the day, the Prince Charming asked, "Can we go for a walk? Or maybe can we go to the park or anything?" But the Sleeping Beauty wasn't interesting in the real life. And then Prince Charming saw other princess. She read the real book. She is the real princess in real life. And the Prince Charming was very interested. She asked, "Can you read? Do you read the real book? Can we read it together? I'm so interested how the story ends."
And they lived happily ever after.
Judy is working. She's at her office. She's working hard, very hard. But suddenly she receives a notification. Judy stopped working. Judy, you have work to do. You left your work. Someone is going to go closer to her. Her friend is going, colleague is going to closer to her, but he cannot reach her. The time is going fast and fast and fast, faster. And finally, Judith is with her notifications. She lost her work.
And her friends.
And the friends.
And everything.
The end.
Yeah.
So this is a normal scene in a
normal restaurant, all people is looking at their phones, taking photos of their food, but not paying attention to reality. Robert is having a stroke and no one notices because they are all focused on their individual things, but no one notices. Time passes and Robert is dying and no one is seeking for help. Time passes and Robert finally dies. Apparently, one person notices about the situation and tries to call the ambulance, but it's really late to that.
Digital addiction and risk factors team. Digital addiction. And in the same groups as we are now, we are going to categorize factors which might be at least 3 individual factors which might increase digital addiction. Alright, so mind the colors. On the green sheets we write individual, on the yellow community, and pink for societal. Is everything clear? So write 3. If you have more, you are welcome to write more. Alright, so it's very short, do it quick, and we finish.
Compared to other person in, for example, Instagram, you see your life, and it's like the ideal of his real life, and it's really.
If you're feeling anxious, I know you might need like a little tick to use something with now, especially with ADHD, like a lot of people, you need to do a little bit, you have to move around, like she's been...
Lack of limits. For example, when studying, like you are doing something on your computer and then you
always, because someone that's not having anything to do in the day maybe can be with the phone all the day and not.
Addiction that exists, okay? We are going to try to, we were speaking about the casual, intensive, and addictive use of the digital devices. The activity is focused to analyze some real cases, okay? We are going to create 4 groups and we are going to speak a little bit about 4 cases. And then you have the last sheet of paper that Eduardo give you to reflect and act individually. Okay? Yesterday we speak a little bit about these cases, for example, the constant checking the screen at the table. We are in a restaurant, even in a restaurant, we are checking the smartphone and the night scroll. Okay, so this is now this kind of habits we have. Again, the casual use, the intensive use, and the addictive use. Okay, the casual use, I said before, you only check the phone when it's necessary. The intensive use, okay, you use the device many hours a day, but you maintain the control. And the addictive use is clear for us. The addictive use could affect your health, your relationship. Okay, this is the 4 protagonists today: Laura, Samuel, Irene, and Carlos. So I'm going to share with you a document with the case, and then you have to answer some question, okay, and then we are going to speak a little bit. So this is the practical case. First we have to read each case carefully, identify the type of use, and detect warning signs. We are going to speak a little bit about that now. Propose practical solution, present the conclusion to the other groups, and maybe create a motto or a slogan, and we are going to use it.
Somewhere in between intensive and addictive usage, but we still think it's more like intensive because she can still stay motivated, she wants to study, she just has some problems when it comes to her notifications. Warning signs: immediate checking, losing focus, drifting the focus when she's reading in paragraphs. She missed the deadlines, that's a warning.
Because some of us think it's intensive, and some of us strongly disagree with that and think that it's addictive, but maybe it's somewhat in between. So we will leave it at intensive. Yeah. Yeah. At intensive? No, at addictive. Sorry. My bad. My mistake.
Spending less time checking it constantly, there's something new.
What else do we have? Is there
Motto.
conclusions?
Motto.
The motto.
We got inspired by Nike and we said just do it, and in brackets we said don't.
Thank you. Okay, so yes.